I have the very last EVGA 3090, like the last one they ever made. And not just the last one, I RMA'd my old 3090, and I probably have one of the very last in stock of EVGA's graphics cards. Like, even when this graphic card dies, I'm still gonna keep it just because it's like a relic. Like, EVGA, they're not making them anymore. Oh shit, I have an EVGA 3080 Ti. Yeah, they do not make NVIDIA cards anymore. Because NVIDIA, they were one of the first companies where NVIDIA was fucking around and releasing dogshit quality products, and they were like, we're done. We're done. We're tired of this. Especially since the EVGA 3090s had like a weird issue where you basically had to get them RMA'd at some point. Because partially due to, I played New World and it blue screened my computer and then it fucking chunked my 3090. But it lasted long enough for Halo 2 to end up finally killing it. Is New World still running? I mean, it doesn't brick 3090s, EVGA 3090s anymore, so that's good. And my EVGA 3090, thankfully, is one that, like, is one of the working ones because they had to re-release them. My original one, utter dog shit. Is that when you kept making the Marines bald? That was, before, when I made the Marines bald, that was before the 3090 died. If only you didn't bald so many soldiers. No, like, you can watch, I think it was Halo 2 or even Reach. You can watch that stream. My 3090 dies, and I still had a 2080. So I go in, the stream is off. I hot swap my 2080, my 3090, and then I just start streaming again on the 2080 instead. Oh, does Amazon still do upkeep on New World? I think they released something for it recently, dude. I don't know. It might do upkeep on it still. Yeah, I don't know. I think it just got a major update. I streamed it once because I wanted to check it out, and I didn't like it, and it blue screened my whole computer. Yeah, the New World menu didn't have a frame cap, so it burnt out GPUs because it would just literally use as many resources as possible with no safety features. And it did some irreparable damage to my old 3090. I wonder if there's a class action suit about that. I never saw one. I never got an email about one, but, you know, if there was, I missed out on the time frame for it. I'm just lucky that I still had a warranty on my card when it finally died, and I was able to get it replaced. I love modern gaming, bricking top-of-the-line computers. Yeah, if I have to upgrade my computer, I'm keeping my 3090 for as long as I can, because I don't want the 40 series, and I don't want the 50 series. The NVIDIA going full-on, think about it. AI, the future, AI. Like, just, I don't want their new cards. Want to go AMD or Intel? I'm not going to go Intel graphics card, but I'm probably, if I have to go graphics card at some point, I'm going to go AMD. Best bang for your buck, no dogshit AI. There may be some performance issues here or there, but if you could take all Elon's money, would you? Yeah, I'd probably donate it all. Listen, man, if one, rich people don't have money, they have assets that they weigh against debt, so it's not like liquid. Two, I would sell all his assets, and I would use it to pay off people's hospital debts, student loans, and give it to local charities in random cities. And then I would keep, like, I'd pay off my debt, my wife's debt, my mom's debt, any familial debt would be utterly paid off. First thing I'm doing is paying off, like, every bit of my family's debt. And then I'm keeping a very small chunk of it, investing it, and then living a comfortable life. But every other bit of money, genuinely just to people who, I don't know, actually fucking need it. Instead of dogshit billionaire. $1 billion is a lot of money, dude. And honestly, I think paying off all my debt, I don't really have anything that's like, whoa, I would buy 1 billion of these. Like, I don't know, man. But Brendan, you could release Haze 2. Oh, true. I could spend all my money in development for Haze 2. I could buy the license and then spend all my money on that. That would be really funny if I woke up, Elon's wealth was transferred to me, and then I just used all of his wealth directly into the most expensive video game ever made, and it all went into Haze 2. The first, first like $8 billion game. The first $1 trillion video game. It all goes into Haze 2. It comes out. It's not good. But you know what? I'm glad people got paid to make it, so... Yeah, the first quintuple A game. I think about the movie Brewster's Millions more than I should, only it's $1 billion that you need to spend in a month. I mean, like, the thing about $1 billion, man, is $1 billion is genuinely so much money. For rich people, it's not, like, they could do literally anything, but all they care about is accruing more. It's literally just a game. And, like, genuinely out-of-touch motherfuckers who don't realize that, like, you could go to any town and change the town just by infusing cash directly into it. You could change millions of lives with billions of dollars. Like, but to be a billionaire, to accrue that much wealth, you probably need to be a sociopath anyway. So, like, people are always like, oh, Warren Buffett, he cool billionaire. I hate doing it, bro. All billionaire kind of bad, dude. Even if they are considered good people, it's really just good PR. I mean, Elon is definitely evidence of this. The second he stopped following his PR and he had his ultra crash out, like, Warren Buffett gave away something like 98% of his wealth, though. Yeah, but like, how did he give away the wealth? In what context did he give away the wealth? What charities did he give it to? And are they charities directly run by the billionaire, or are they charities run by other people? Like, what's the scholarships? That's a good deal. I mean, for a billionaire, he's still a billionaire. If I was a billionaire, I would want people to think of me as like ontologically evil still. Even if I was a billionaire and I gave away 99% of my wealth, I would still want people to say, oh, fuck you. You'd be the first Brendillionaire? True. I'd make $1 billion. If I was a billionaire, I wouldn't be one for long. Pretty much, I don't know. I don't think the wealthy don't know what it's like to struggle. And it's clearly incredibly evident as such. And I think we should, if you make $1 billion, they lock up your money and you have to spend 2 years working in customer service or retail or fast food, and your money is not, you can't touch your money until you work and live like a normal person for a full 2 years. The second you reach $1 billion, they give you a medal and say, good high score. You can't access any of this money or assets. Live like a normal person for 2 years. Fuck that, they should be homeless. Yeah. I mean, I am want to give people a chance. It conflicts with my pessimism. My optimism conflicts with my pessimism. I am innately optimistic, but world weary and pessimistic. I kind of just want to see a reality show where they make millionaires and billionaires do normal people jobs for like a year. Pointing at billionaires and saying, you have to be normal for a year. We've taken away all your assets. We've locked them up. We'll get them back. You just got to be normal for a year. Being 5 years older than you, I've crossed the jaded threshold. I mean, I've crossed it before too. My lawyers have just advised me to... Yeah, my PR guys have advised me to just... And Minecraft doesn't work. There was a court case about it. That's the thing about the ruling class, is you got to be really careful because they have a thin skin. They're big crybabies. We know and agree, Brendan. Frothing at the mouth right now. I just, it's so cool that Bill Gates drank poop water. Thank you, Bill Gates, for drinking poop water. Bless up. At least Bill Gates drank poop water, and we'll always have that. I'm not gonna be one of those idiots that gets like 5 McLarens, but I will get a Viper. I don't know, man. Like, if I stumbled upon generational wealth, it's just one of those things where I want to live to me, wealthy is owning a home, having savings, and having less debt. I think the reason why a lot of people aren't sociopath like billionaires is because, well, A, you kind of have to be born into wealth or get like so incredibly lucky it's impossible, and B, look at like Bezos's ex-wife, where she got a fuck ton of money and she's just throwing it away. Like, she just scholarships, charities. Like, you don't need that much. If you're not playing the wealth game and you're just trying to live life, you don't need that much money. I just have home built and give them away. I wouldn't care. I think I would buy up Airbnbs that people have, like real estate holdings, like in Airbnbs, and then I would just either give them to people, sell them at an incredible loss, or run them as like incredibly cheap, like, because if you give people homes, you have to think about it this way. If you give people homes, they still have to pay dog shit property taxes. And somebody who can afford a home may not be able to afford the property taxes. It's like, giving away a car, paying the taxes. Would you still stream? 100%. So you have to decide. Running, what would be, I guess, better overall is running very well-maintained low-income homes, or giving them away to people who need them. Because I'd rather give them away to people who need them. The problem doesn't come from like the giving it away. The problem comes from, can they afford the taxes that come with it? Oh, free daycare, true. Bitch, you right. Fucking high quality free childcare. All my money would go to that, 100%. I just, all of that. That way people don't have to pay. You know how much daycare costs? Jesus fucking Christ. Daycare costs get up to the thousands per month. Like, it's fucked. I think if I were rich, the only selfish thing I would do with the money would be 90s themed hotel. We're talking SNES, N64s, and the TVs have Raspberry Pi machines that make you feel like it's 90s cable. I don't know, man. This is one of those things that people always talk about is like, what would you do if you were rich? And for me, I kind of just want to pay off debt, pay off family debt, make sure that my mom and my grandma can live like comfortably. I want to take care of my family, and then I want to take care of other people. And then, like, this isn't like, oh, man, Brendan, of course you'd be so generous with your money. It's like, dude, I don't think I need that much. Maybe I'd buy, like, a really incredible high-end computer. But, like, generational wealth and stuff, I'm like, everything that I want comparatively is super cheap. I'm not going to get into, like, fancy cars. I wouldn't buy, like, a mega McMansion. I want a normal house with a normal backyard. I want a really cool computer. I want to make sure my wife, if she wouldn't have to work, I'd just be like, hell yeah, just play with dogs all day. Like, get real, Brendan. If you were rich, you'd rob a bank. True, being rich is a superpower, right? I'm not even sure I would stop working. I'd get bored. I definitely wouldn't stop working. I would just use more time to follow more passions, different passions that I can't afford to do. I would probably write more if I was rich, because that's something I've been trying to do a little bit more of. I need to start finishing horror shorts instead of writing them and then not working on them. I started reading, dude, I fell back into the SCP pit. I got so bored of Clown in the Cornfield that I went back to the SCP wiki and I was reading SCP like I was in high school again. It's so different now. All of the classifications I see in some of the newer SCPs, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I just remember when it was just like special containment procedures and object class. Now they're talking about like thaumium and dualithium, and this shit sounds like Star Trek. They're getting really crazy hard into some of the like classifications of objects. I kind of hate new SCP. It does feel like it gets a bit overcomplicated, and everything also needs, well, thaumiel is like the end event, right? Like end level event. I'm talking about like the subcategorizations alongside of safe, Euclid, Keter, thaumium, or thaumiel. No, thaumiel isn't. Dude, it's been forever. What does thaumiel mean again? Is that like reality bending? Oh, it's helpful. That's like actively uses. Right. That's beneficial. Right. Euclid and Keter are the only ones I know. It is pronounced Keter, by the way. Hate to say that. I had trouble watching the stream because of the screen shaking. Well, I've improved it. It's better now. It's not a nightmare, so. Look at that. See, if I was unmedicated still, I would have just done the screen shake just to piss people off. That iToy game was good times. I remember renting, at the movie gallery when I was a kid, you could rent the iToy game with an iToy. And I remember playing it and being like, this is not the future. I had fun with the window watching game, but this is not the future. You should be able to do that with VR, honestly, is the VR. You should have been able to like go and like rent a VR headset for like a month. And then basically you did everything with VR that you want to do instead of fully buying a VR headset. VR rental could have saved Blockbuster. I'm not going to lie. Because once you have VR for about a month, the usual thing is I'm going to put this away and never use this again. The amount of pink eye outbreaks would be crazy. I mean, they would sterilize them. There are a lot of video game cafes and retro video game stores that also run little like arcades and barcades with VR headsets. And I'm sure they clean them. Now, of course, I'm also sure that there are some that definitely don't clean them. Is Redbox still going? I think Redbox is dead or dying. Yeah, I was pretty sure Redbox was kind of dead. It may be like Blockbuster where they may have a couple machines running here and there, but yeah, it died like last year. I remember seeing that it died. Which really sucks because now that we're entering the age of $80 to $90 fucking video games, it'd be really nice to be able to just rent games again. I still see Redboxes in Arizona. Yeah, I think they declared bankruptcy and closed a bunch of machines, but not every machine. Randy wants to make Borderlands $80. I know he does. I know he wants to make Borderlands $80, and I saw he said, real fans will pay the price. I'm like, Randy, while there is Borderlands press tour, you need to shut the fuck up. Nobody is a Randy Pitchford fan other than Randy Pitchford. You need to shut the fuck up and stand back. Everything you say is a PR nightmare. You need to shut the fuck up. Joker's trick, Randy Pitchford. Shut the fuck up. It's that easy, dude. I know you're trying to be a hype merchant circa 2008 because that's what you are. A hype merchant stuck in 2008. The world doesn't care about 2008 hype merchants right now. You would just gonna sound tone deaf. Even if the game is good, you're gonna sound tone deaf. You need to shut the fuck up and let the game speak for itself. Poor guy thinks people like him. Poor guy literally spending money just so he gets a chance to hang out with magicians. Like, and literally, he does that. He just goes and spends money so he can hang out with magicians. It is so easy to shut the fuck up. And I know this is, when Brendaniel is saying it's easy to shut the fuck up, maybe you should take a moment and actualize shutting the fuck up. Remember when he posted about Battleborn on Twitter and like, he probably spent money and helped make like a Battleborn Rule 34 subreddit. It was like, whoa, hey, what's this? Haha. It's crazy. Battleborn porn? Wow, that's insane. The hell is Battleborn? So, let me regale you with the story. In, oh god, 2016? No, 2015? 2015? I think 2015, 2016, or 2014. When did Overwatch and Battleborn release? Somebody give me the year just so I can set the stage properly. I was working at GameStop, 2016. I was working at GameStop at the time. All right. 2016. Blizzard announces Overwatch. Gearbox announces Battleborn. Overwatch was a hero shooter, is a hero shooter. You're probably familiar with it. Battleborn was a MOBA-style hero shooter with kooky characters, crazy gunplay, and a full campaign alongside of it that you could play with your friends as well. Which, I mean, in and of itself, if you look at the bare bones for Battleborn, it actually wasn't that bad. Battleborn had an inherently interesting concept, and I did appreciate that it had a full campaign front to back that you could play with friends co-op. And so, Battleborn was slated for release in 2016, as was Overwatch. Now, Battleborn and Overwatch are really different games, but they're both, in a way, hero shooters. Overwatch is straight up more like, more akin to Call of Duty or TF2, where it's team-based tactics. Battleborn had actual strategy and was more MOBA-like with minions leveling up and stuff like that. So, Battleborn had to compete with Overwatch. They were doing all right in marketing, but then Overwatch released the beta before Battleborn's release. Overwatch was slated to release after Battleborn, and Blizzard, in the way that they used to be, really fucking excellent with marketing, killed Battleborn fucking dead by releasing a free full beta right before Battleborn's release. And so Battleborn, people picked it up, people played it, but it died a horrible death. And it is, to this day, still dead. And Overwatch released, and Overwatch 1 also kind of fucking died, and Overwatch 2 is seeing kind of a resurgence in a weird way. It sucks, though, because Battleborn was, by and large, actually interesting as a MOBA shooter. I mean, it wasn't gigantic, but Gigantic also died a horrible death. It was like 90% sale, like a month after release. It sucked, too, because there were a couple of cool characters in it. I like the Penguin, the Penguin of Doom. I thought that brought Gigantic back. It's more of like a fan-supported thing now. Overwatch 1 only died because people forced everybody into Overwatch 2. Well, that and like the overspending, I think, on competitive gaming. Blizzard overspent on competitive gaming to a ridiculous degree. They went like insano with it. Overwatch killed Lawbreakers super quick too. Lawbreakers was supposed to be kind of a competitor though, because Overwatch had been out for a little bit by the time Lawbreakers came out. Lawbreakers was trying to do hero shooter with a bit like a more fast hero shooter. I mean, fuck, they did a hero shooter Quake game. Like, Quake Champions exists. You know what is really funny that I've been thinking about? I can't believe that I was right, and Marathon might end up being a hyena situation. Nothing is more vindicating than me months ago saying, I think Marathon may end up like hyenas, and now they're in super hot, deep shit. Stolen artwork, lack of interest because they're trying to, like, find a middle ground between casuals and hardcore fans for an extraction shooter. I think Marathon, I don't even know if Marathon will make it to release. I think it may end up being Join the Pack. I watched some gameplay of it, like the early version, and I was just like, ooh, Marathon is not getting released, let's be real. Dude, Join the Pack. Marathon should have had a giant computer that said the 80s on it, like the Sega extraction shooter Hyenas. The dev stream was tough. Yeah. No, I am of the belief that you can do an extraction shooter that will appeal to everybody. That, like, you could probably do an extraction shooter that'll pop off the next genre of video gaming, but I don't think Marathon's it. Lost being a watermark for Stolen Art is probably the funniest thing to come out of the entire Marathon situation. It sucks because I think it had potential, just not as a squad-based extraction shooter. It's genuinely flabbergasting, but not really, because after Bungie got picked up by Sony, I already knew this was the going to be the end, because Sony picked up Bungie for one reason and one reason only, for live service slop. They didn't pick up Bungie for like single player games. They already have studios that do that. I remember when Bungie was getting picked up by Sony, people were like, ooh, I wonder if they'll do more like single player content or do more like stuff since Sony's into like cinematic single player stuff. And I'm like, no, Sony wants live service slop. They hunger for it. They want it. They don't mind giving people games like God of War or Naughty Dog video games, or like the next like 80 billion like Sony video games that will start to feel the same with crafting and combat and dogshit parkour. They don't mind doing that because it makes them money. But you know what makes more money? A successful live service slop shooter. And that's why they picked Bungie up. They picked Bungie up to make a slop shooter, because the curated good single player content, they already have that covered. They don't want to invest more in that. Their money is in marketing and making content for their platform that is the big like bundlefuck single player games. But everybody wants a Fortnite. Everybody wants a Roblox. Oh, why am I doing this again? I started doing that again without pressing C. If I start doing that, you gotta yell at me, chat. Those are the rules. I don't make the rules, I just make the rules. Oh, dude, I forgot about the new Brendan horror. Oh. So I was looking up Haze products, right? And I have to show you this. I completely and utterly forgot about this. I was looking up Haze products. And because I was just looking, let me peep you with an eBay nightmare. Let me say this is safe for work, but it is a little risky. So I was peeping Haze content because I wanted to see if there were any new products. And then I found a horrible eBay shop. Welcome to Gooner Gamer Heaven. These are AI slop video game covers that this person sells for every video game, even PSP games, that you can put over your video game. Welcome to AI Gooner Slop Hell. All they do... Oh, dude, I remember Call of Duty World at War. You remember Call of Duty World at War? This cover goes hard. You remember Call of Duty World at War for the PS3? Doesn't this cover go hard? It's so awful. It doesn't... There are so many. You know what the worst part is? Worst part about the custom Gooner sleeves? There are 2,000 units sold. Worst part is looking at the shop and seeing that they've sold 2,000 units. They are $20 a piece. $20 for something that you could do with a printer at the library. I'm not saying go to the library and do that, but I'm doing it again. Here's the thing. If those were like $1 or $2 a piece, it would actually be funny to buy a couple of those, go over to your friend's house, and slowly start replacing his cover art with AI Gooner slop. If they were a couple bucks a piece, or if you printed them off yourself. Like, I get buying those if they were printed on like high quality, like cover paper, just not like printer paper. And you just did that as a prank to your friend, where you've just slowly been replacing their video game collection with AI cover art and keeping their old cover art so they can replace it when they figure out. It could be a really funny bit, but not for $20 a piece. Did you do that to Billy or Mandy? They are thousands of miles away, unfortunately. Let me print an AI Gooner cover for Norbit and then send Billy a Gooner Norbit. How you doing? You should do that as a local GameStop. Could you imagine being the poor fucking GameStop employee who gets a bunch of trade-ins and all of the cover art is the AI Gooner slop? Oh, so I see you have Farming Simulator. Whoa. You have Putty Squad. Whoa. You have Jak and Daxter collection. Whoa. I don't remember Jak and Daxter looking like this. Okay. You have Halo 1, 2, and 3. Wow, Cortana. I didn't know they gave you a luxurious dumpy on these. Would you even be able to take that? Yes. GameStop for trade-ins, the case and case quality does not affect the trade-in price, only the disc. Dude, if I was working at GameStop and somebody brought in all of the AI like Gooner covers, I would keep them on the cases. I would get fired. Holy shit, Shane Carpenter from Haze Big Naturals? There will at some point be a Reddit, Twitter, or Blue Sky post that pops off of somebody finding AI Gooner cover art at their local game store or GameStop. It will happen. It is inevitable. Oh, yeah, buying Sonic 06, but it has a cover art that has, like, it's AI Sonic with his stinky feet out. I don't know what Haze is, and I'm too scared to ask that. Oh, not display capture. 1 second. Camera scene. Oh. I love being in front of the Haze Shrine, so I can always just hit people with a reveal of it. All I have to do is move a bit, and then the Haze Shrine reveals itself. I saw Haze out in the wild unrelated to you today. I thought you might want to do that. Know that you're still doing evil. Good. Brendaniel challenge. If you're out in the wild and you see a copy of Haze, you gotta buy it. Sorry. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. Brendan, you fuck with kumquats? No, I be doing cum squats. Sorry, I'm demon. What your pet needs is cigarettes? They don't need cigarettes. One of them has a respiratory infection and the other one has a heartworm. We do not need cigarettes. That's the problem. Bad lungs. We don't need to make the lungs worse. Truck needs an elf bar. Truck does not need an elf bar. Stop trying to corrupt my cats. He's just a baby. He's 1 in 4 days. He's not even 1 yet. He's baby. He's a grown man. He's a man. There's a cow. We're gonna have cows. Cow farm. Truck is Brendan's Labubu. I learned some deep Labubu lore. I found out that, like, there are also a bunch of blind box, like, vinyl Labubus, and they make, like, horror icon and kaiju sets of the Labubus. I thought it was just the keychain. I didn't know it was just, like, there were also, like, limited edition Labubus and crossover Labubus already. Yeah, there's One Piece vinyl ones. I had to find out about One Piece Labubu. Luffy Labubu BBL. Like, I don't... What is Shelby doing? Playing with Truck. For one frame, it looked like Shelby was wearing the Drive jacket. Yeah, she loves the movie Drive with Ryan Gosling. She wears the products every day. That's actually what I got her for her birthdays. I got her Drive by Ryan Gosling. She's been rewatching it all day, every day. She's been thinking, damn, I just want to be behind the wheel. She's literally him. I sent Mandy the AI Gooner slop because there's a really dog shit AI art cover in there of Thief, where it's just like a thief-looking like lady with a fat ass walking up on top of like a castle. And I was like, you need to see this. Would you buy this for your copy of Thief 2017 or 2013? There's Resistance Gooner art in there. I've been looking at the if I had the money, I've been looking at the Resistance like retro, like the action figures they released. I've been looking at Resistance and Killzone collectibles because I've been really in like not a play slop mood, but a respect slop mood. Yes, yeah, Chad is correct, Shelby. I am pregnant.
The code.
Mokujin from Tekken. Wood baby. He's a wood guy? Yeah, I know. I know you don't get my references. That's what makes it funnier for me. Mokujin would do that? Yeah, he would. He's my boyfriend. You don't know. Mokujin and I make out in the woods. We go to the training area. We go to the stage select. We go to the training area. He buys me Subway and we hang out. Best part is he has a different technique every round. True. Me talking about Mokujin, my wooden boyfriend, while my wife is behind me fixing my lamp. It's one of the words for Scientologist game happen. I hate to break it to you, but have you heard of a little game called Halo? There are aliens, sir. And the aliens, they're inside of me. I'm reincarnating as aliens, sir. I must finish this fight, and then Xenu will accept me. John, your thetan levels are low. Gotta gear up. I need more. My thetan levels are low. God damn it, Chief. Why don't you get yourself tested? I'm sorry, Sergeant Johnson, but my thetan levels, they're so low. I'm so hungry. Chief, donate those funds to the church right now. All right. Snake, your thetan levels are low. Interesting. My thetan levels, huh? Looks like I'm gonna have to find $50,000 and donate it to the Church of Scientology. The answer to Scientology's game is technically Neopets. Neopets does have some interesting history, don't it? Remember when you get like Neopet toys from like Burger King? I remember just playing Neopets. I just played it like the Feed'em games. Play the Feed'em games, play the Neopet stock market, lose billions of Neobucks in the Neopet stock market, spend all my Neobucks on the Neopets lottery so I can feed my Neopet like, oh god, what was it? Super weird to see like Rhett and Link do like a eating Neopets food video. I watched it and I was just like, I get it. I get that they're doing an Eat Neopets food video, but without them having the context of Neopets, what's the fucking point? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I get it, the whimsy of this for the audience that played Neopets, but also, if they didn't play Neopets, what's the point of them eating the Neopet food? They're not going to appreciate it. I know it's just comfortable content slop, but like, they're not going to appreciate it. Did you not play Neopets? I mean, I did. I was surprised that Rhett and Link, who definitely were in their video of eating Neopet food, talking about like, oh, we need to eat this Neopet food, and then they didn't know what Neopets were. I was just like, you gotta have, if you're doing something like that, you gotta have one person on camera trying the food that knows what Neopets is. No, Rhett and Link didn't know what Neopets was, but they did a video eating Neopet food. And I'm like, that's lame, I think. That's kind of lame. I mean, I respect the content slop, and like, I'm a millennial, so sometimes I put on Rhett and Link in the background just because it's like, oh, weird fast food stuff. Interesting. Or, oh, they're doing like a video of like, what if we made a bunch of fake potential like multiversal food? That's something like, that's content slop that I'm like, oh, this is nice. But if you're doing a video on Neopets without one singular person knowing what fucking Neopets is on camera, then there's no point. You're just you're making old people go through the dementia pit. You're making old people do content slop for literally no reason. Have Rhett and Link reacted to Skibbity Toilet? I don't know. But they are both dads, so I think they'll have some knowledge of like culturally relevant things to kids now. It's less the dad energy, and more so for me at least, just the, if you're gonna do something like that, I believe as somebody who makes videos and stuff, I believe you have to do your duty and ensconce yourself within that world. Like if I made a Labubu video, I would do research on Labubus more than what I've already done. You have to put yourself into that place. You have to build yourself into that world. I think you have to do your due diligence and do your duty. And also they have like a team, you know, they have a huge team and a bunch of people who work behind the cameras. And it's one of those things where it's just like, somebody should have known what Neopets was. Like, yeah, I know it's content slop. I know. But also somebody should have known what Neopets was. Aside from like the people making the food and some of the people behind the camera. Somebody on staff should have been in front of the camera talking about Neopets. Because I think content slop is improved if you get to learn a little bit along the way. Yeah, if you're going to make the big omelet from Neopets, you should probably know what Neopets is. I think they just did it because they just did the gross food. And it was like, ooh, what if we make them eat gross things? And I don't mind the make them eat gross things aspect of it. It's more so like they should also be forced to know about Neopets. Revival of the homies. I'm sorry to say, dude, but Labubus are just the modern day homies. I saw a clown Labubu. I saw like a juggalo Labubu, and I was like, yeah. Oh, the homies are back. They're Labubus. Hell is a Labubu? Labubu is like a cutesy little keychain figurine with shark teeth. You can Google it. When are you gonna get a Labubu, Brendan? Oh, just wait. I'm gonna get a full Labubu mascot costume and appear on stream and not mention it in any way. I'm gonna spend thousands of dollars making a high quality Labubu fit. And then just appear on stream with it, no problem. Not gonna say a word about it. Best part is, yeah, I wouldn't have to BBL it. I already got a fat ass, I don't gotta worry about it. One guy, burger and fried. That's a good idea, write that one down. What if instead of there being the titular 5 guys, what if we beat it down to 1 guy? That's a good bip. That's a good bip. That's a good bip right there. Write that down. 1/5 of the guys. Gork, can you look into this for me? Gork, is this true? Gork, will I die if I eat 50 bananas in one sitting? Gork says, whoa! Gork, why my kid no talk to me? Gork, why is my child in the nth dimension? How do I get them out? Gork, how do I release the miasma? Oh yeah, look at the. Now that we're starting off without doing the screen shake stuff, look at how fucking fast I can get this shit done. Look at this. We're gonna be rolling through these. We're gonna roll through some of these in no time. Lara Croft's insane and fucked up artifact full manor. This the kind of house you see in Warehouse 13 looking for George Washington's heroin spoon. This the... Poop Mansion. Ah, welcome to Poop Mansion. So glad you're having a wedding here. Now, I assume that this will not be a fecal function, or... Oh, it will be a fecal function. Excellent, excellent. Well, Poop Manor is a definitively good place to have a poop wedding. Let's always gotta come back to poop. Rock, you gotta stop like tricking me into doing poop bits. Buddy, just because I live in Sewer City doesn't mean I always gotta like be dropping the slime. It's fecal funny. You come on down to Poop Manor. Oh yeah, you come on down to Poop Manor for fecal fracas. Gonna have a hell of a time. Oh yeah. Why are you washing it like this? To bring you anxiety. Am I making your life worse or better by doing it this way? Brendan, you're getting drafted into the poop wars? Good. I didn't really have like a rebuttal or a build off of that. I just, good. Poop versus piss. You don't get to pick your side. You know, I hate being part of trying to think of a... I hate being part of the poop platoon. I really, really do. And the thing is I really, like, after all these years being in the poop platoon, I had to fundamentally, like, learn something about myself. I'm a straight pisser, dog. Rebalancing teams at Poo Fort. PF2 be like, rebalancing teams at Poo Fort. Oh, no, it would be PF Poo instead of TF2. This just ain't good. This bit sucks, man. This yeah, more like Peem Fortress. True. Last time I played TF2, everyone just used the Demo Man charge that makes you invincible. Scotland forever! What happened to Laura's Mold Manor? She just hasn't been home in a while. She's been gone so long that her house turned into a Max Payne level. Me huffing and puffing, screaming and creaming. But when are we gonna get Larry Croft? Laura's dog shit cousin who just loves cranking back beer and gets lost in the jungle. Doesn't find any artifacts or anything. Just loves to get a six-pack and get lost in the jungle. Played by Conor O'Malley in the movie. Barry Croft? You say Barry Croft, but you say it B-A-R-R-Y, and it makes me think, dude, imagine Barry from Alan Wake and we just set him loose in the Amazon. Hey, Al! 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 Lose him in the jungle, see what happens. Remedy, hire me, I only have good bits. I was thinking of Barry from Resident Evil. It's time for my patent-pending Barry Blast. They almost turned you into a Jill Panini. You almost became a little Jill Quesadilla. Brendan, enough about Labubu and U2s and Funko Pops. When are you releasing a thick slime into the atmosphere? Oh, with my Sliminator? Oh, I will use my Sliminator. You ate Labubus? John, I'm so fucking hungry, John. I'm starving, John. I'm getting a Labubu-botomy. They're actually taking my brain out and replacing it only with Labubus, so... I got my Labubu-botomy done at Claire's. You got a problem with a Labubu-botomy? They're taking my brain out of my head. It's all Labubus now. Oh, the Labububonic plague? True. Labu true. Unleashing my plague upon this earth, but calling it the Labu spew. Yeah. Pox upon your household, pox upon your crops. Pox upon your household, pox upon your crops. Sending you untold horrors within the post. Die a million deaths. Eat the fire of a billion suns. Hope somebody rips your skeleton out of your body. And you don't die, and you grow a new skeleton. But the skeleton they rip out of your body refuses to be friends with you. Oh, none pizza left a Labubu. True. I think I understand the true meaning of madness. Have you looked at stared directly into the sun? Have you seen that if you stare directly into the sun for longer than an hour, you start to see a face in the midst of the sun? Did you know the Teletubby baby was real? They just had to contain it. The Teletubby Sky Baby was real. The Sun Baby was real. They just had to find a way to contain it. They had to send ionic shielding up there. That's the only conspiracy theory I believe in, is that was just the real sun for a little bit. Nobody talks about it anymore. Taking this as medical advice on looking into the sun? I'm looking into this. Oh! Labubu Bay. Oh, true. Yabu Bay. Labubu Yay. Yabu Bay. Labubu Yay. Yabu Bay. Labubu Yay. Yabu Bay. Yabu Bay. Labubu Yay. Honestly, I don't think I'd ever want to live in a mansion. Like, the more I see mansions, the more I'm just like, I don't... Even if I had the wealth that was required to own and live inside of a mansion, I just think big empty house fucking sucks, dude. Too much to clean, and then you're going to have to hire people to clean for you. And then how much time are you actually going to spend at the mansion? Like, a lot of rich people who end up having a mansion, a lot of rich people end up traveling all the time anyway, so they're never fucking home. So what's even the fucking point? We're putting you in that thing from Crimson Peak? Buddy, they're already putting me in the Overlook Hotel. The Overlook Hotel is trying to corrupt me, and then it realizes, oh shit, this man doesn't have a brain cell to spare. We can't fucking take him over. He's too dumb for that. I'm too stupid. I'm incorruptible at the Overlook Hotel. It can't fucking get me. Nice try, evil spirits within the Overlook. Not happening on my watch, buddy. Maybe instead of trying to send me ghoulish visions and tricking me into delightful prose, maybe get some bitches or something. Maybe find a motel baddie. Maybe find a Holiday Inn with a fat ass. Maybe date like a Hilton who will I don't know, suck your furnace off crazy style. Like, I go to the Overlook Hotel from The Shining. Definitely gonna be like, get a job every time the ghosts appear. Every time the horrible thoughts appear in my head, I'll be like, buddy, I've been living with these thoughts since like 1993. Like, you're going to have to work a little harder on this. Would you rather live in an abandoned hotel or abandoned chapel? Interesting. I'm probably going to say abandoned hotel. There's going to be more accoutrements. And in an abandoned hotel, it'd be easier to get like one room livable. Plus, an abandoned hotel has like the, you can turn that shit into an actual hotel and then a bed and breakfast and then just run it through like renovating. Chapel would be colder. There'd be less you'd be able to do with it. Yeah, there's always the concept of you have the religious real estate. Maybe you can start your own religion, but like nobody's going to be able to go through all of that. Owning your own business like a hotel would be far more interesting. IMO. Me turning the chapel into a beautiful local hardware and gardening store. Call that shit House of Sod. Fucking got him, baby. Praise the Lord and these prices. Fertilizer's 20% off today. What if the hotel had asbestos? That's the real horror? I don't know, man. I have two words for you. They're wonderful words. They're beautiful words. You've heard these words before. I have two words for you, right? And they're together they fit just perfectly. They're the essence of them. They're magical, they're wonderful, and they're beautiful. You know what those two words are? Insurance fraud. Would you live in an abandoned hotel with asbestos if you... Insurance fraud. Oh. And then we burn it down. And then we burn it down. And then we burn it down. Is this still playing the same? Okay, it's still playing the same one. Awesome. All right. I gotta make sure it doesn't switch over to a copyright music like playlist, so... I didn't consider the insurance fraud gambit. True. Saving this for later for no particular reason. Streamer Brendaniel buys abandoned hotel and it mysteriously burns down. Brendaniel says, yeah, there was a guy outside who was throwing corn at my hotel and I could never find him. I don't know who he was. It was scary. I looked at the footage. He was dressed up in full clown regalia. I don't get it. Why he hate me, man? Local police are looking into this and they found that the clown does not exist. They're still searching for this clown, so if you find him, please let local authorities know. They'll never know. I know video editing. I can splice myself in. I am also the clown. The Clorn to the Dark. I've been reading a book series called Clown in the Cornfield. One of my friends thought I was joking, and then I told him no. I was talking to Julia last night, and I was like, yeah, I've been reading Clown in the Cornfield. And Julia thought it was like some utter dog shit, and I was like, oh no, there's a movie. The movie made like $9 million. I had to hit my friends with that. I had to tell them about the $9 million Clown in the Cornfield movie. Because I've been reading it. I am thankful, though, because I was curious about Clown in the Cornfield, and then I went and checked, like, the Wikipedia page for it, and it is young adult, so that is why it's dog shit. I was worried about it, like, am I supposed to take this seriously? Is this real horror? And then I realized, no, this is young adult horror. They really did make a horror series where they saw the clown epidemic from years ago and then watched Hot Fuzz and then put two and two together and then just did Hot Fuzz, but the old people in the town that are killing the teenagers are dressing up as a clown instead. So it's YA Children of the Corn? No, it's Hot Fuzz with clowns. It's Hot Fuzz without the cool part and then with clowns. It's literally for the greater good. Why are these teenagers YouTubers? God, we hate them. We should kill them for the greater good. That sounds pretty good and cool. It does until you remember that you have to like listen to an adult write teenagers, which is teenagers yelling "World Star" and sentences like "So-and-so put on his YouTuber voice." I don't care how base it is to you. You have to listen to what do teenagers talk like? Ah, yes, they overuse and only use slang. I said, I don't know if the movie is any better, but I do know that the movie has Will Sasso in it, which is not indicative of a... And I do like Will Sasso. You know, he was curly, but everything a teenager says needs to drip with ironic sincerity. This is why when people were really bitching about Life is Strange back in the day, I was always like, have you guys not read books? Because this is just how people write teenagers sometimes. This is just how teenagers get written in books by people who are no longer teenagers. Like, genuinely, when was the last time you read a book with teenager characters and they're just saying like some slang here and there? No, Brendan, reading is a niche thing you do. True. Gamer literacy is at an all-time low. People really do be talking about, I want non-political games like Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Democracy 3, and Tropico, and make you go, it's so weird too, you used to be a teen, how do you not remember? The trick to writing a teenager is you write them like a normal character, and if you want to use slang and verbiage that is accurate for the time, I mean, go for it. But also, like, it's a delicate balance between realism and cringe. But that's also true with slang. Because here's the crazy part. People will write teenagers. They will go, ew, that's cringe. Forgetting that inherently, being a teenager is cringe in and of itself. That's what your teen years are literally for. It is the decade of cringe. I was saying lull out loud in my teens. Because I was a teenager. You should continue saying lol. I'm not going to say lol. I'm not going to bust out lol or lol. Raffle mao. Lamau, lol. Not doing that shit, man. It's not 2016, 2014 anymore. No, I don't say lol or lol out loud. I'm not fucking sitting there hanging out with my wife's family and going, hey, everybody, my rafflecopter goes schwa, 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 schwa. I am saying awesome sauce, though. I'm not letting that one go. Freaking epic. I still like saying lol. You carry that torch. You're going to carry that weight. You're going to carry that lol. I still type them out. There's a difference between saying it and typing it, though. It's like calling somebody a noob versus, like, real life versus internet. We're like, you fucking noob. Or like, noob. Noob. Gotcha, noob. Get wrecked, noob. Eat more sauce, don't you, noob? Should have been freaking epic, eh, noob? Pawning you. Putting you in the pwn zone. Get pwned, noob. Totally noobular the way you play videos game. Stop it. I'm trying. You're never going to be in the competitive circuit, noob. I'm going to be drinking 15 beers. You're going to be a loser for 15 years. Oh, no, it's not man. Me working on the bathroom, trying to start a trade, learning and apprenticing with a plumber. Slowly but surely, sanding away the tiles. I put all the new tiles down. The master plumber that is training me looks down. He says, great, good. Enjoy that new game changer. My favorite part of the new game changer was when somebody in the audience was in the ABDL community, and I learned about the full split in the ABDL community between pissers and poopers. Like, there's always going to be something happening in the diaper, but it is neat to learn that there's legitimate friction in the fetish community, and are you a pooper or are you a pisser? What do you mean, audience? Oh, you got to see the new game changer. They get comedians and make them do crowd work. It's really good. No, Menaru, they get three stand-up comedians, and they make them do crowd work for points. They've hired everybody in the crowd, and they're all interesting people. So the whole episode, they just have three comedians, Jeff Arcuri, John Marco Sorezi, and Josh Jordan. And the game for that game changer is, there's an audience, you have to do stand-up comedy and do crowd work for points. I got an ad when you started talking. FML, True American Taskmaster. I think Game Changer is almost more interesting than Taskmaster because the games get borderline psychopathic. Need some Brendan crowd work? How's everybody doing today? How are you doing today? How's the weather out there? Let me the weather out there's pretty good. How's the anybody have any smoked brisket today? Anybody? Anybody have some smoked brisket? Do you have any had some earlier? Awesome. Was it good? Was it a good brisket? Throws tomato at you, catches it. It was okay. Why was it just okay? Was it okay? Was it okay brisket? Why was it okay brisket? Like a 6 out of 10? Why wasn't it better? Why would you eat dog shit brisket like that? What's wrong with you? Why did you go out of your way to eat mediocre brisket? What the fuck? It was a late, busy diner, you know? You're gonna go you're gonna really do that? Spend time eating mediocre brisket? All right, whatever. Anybody else? Anybody peruse the periodicals? Is it anybody out there? Peruse the periodicals? See what happened in the news today? It's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, on Broadway, in the middle of New York City, SpongeBob died. Heroin overdose. Anybody out there in the audience? You got a pet? No? Awesome. That's great, yeah. Yeah? You have a pet? What's your pet's name? Sammy? That sucks, man. Got you. That fucking sucks. You should have named it dog or cat. That sucks. Have a dog named Brian? All right, whatever, dude. That sucks, man. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Should have had a better name. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Anybody have a partner or loved one? Anybody out there? Anybody out there in the crowd have a partner or loved one? Yeah? That sucks, man. You shouldn't. That sucks. I'm saying it. That sucks. That sucks. All right, anybody like ice cream? What are the thoughts? Let me just I'm looking at the crowd out here. Well, how do you feel about ice cream? I love ice cream. Yeah? If you love ice cream so much, then why don't you marry it? Because that sucks. Fucking got him. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Should like something better. That sucks. That's why I don't do crowd work. Can we end this bit now, Brendan? Why is it bringing you physical pain? Honestly, I don't know why you would tell me end this bit, because you know that's just going to make me want to go on with the bit even longer. That sucks. That sucks. I mean, come on. Anybody out there love chips and cheese? Yeah, I love chips and cheese. If you love chips and cheese so much, then why aren't you fucking it right now? That sucks, man. Fucking chips and cheese. Maybe pick a better food, idiot. That sucks. That sucks. Man, should have picked some of them. Should have picked something better, man. It sucks. You ever wake up in the middle of the night with a cold sweat upon your face? You look down towards the end of your bed, and there's a man there standing there in a wide brim hat with a leather coat and his glowing red eyes. Slowly but surely, his hands reach out for you, realizing that he has pasty white alabaster skin. He doesn't move from where he is, and his hands elongate out towards you. He starts tickling your feet, moving closer and closer and closer, until slowly his hands are underneath your pants, and he grabs you by the calves, and then he starts pulling you deeper and deeper. Slowly, you realize as he's pulling you while you're on top of the bed, he's pulling you underneath the bed. You realize he's contorted in an unnatural shape as he too pulls you, and then you realize that sucks, man. Should have picked a different kind of horror, idiot. What a fucking dumbass. What, you think I'm gonna get scared by just like a white guy in the bedroom? I am a white guy in the bedroom. That sucks. That fucking blows, dude. We having a fucking nightmare? Your paralysis demon? That fucking sucks, dude. I don't know why you picked something better. You should probably pick something better, because that sucks, dude. That really just sucks, dude. You should pick something like fucking funnier, man. You should have like a dream about SpongeBob or something, because that fucking sucks. I want you to have a dream about drinking, like cracking open a cold beer and then drinking that whole thing in one gulp. Hell yeah. I don't know why people, like a scary dream. It sucks, man. That fucking, wah. Want to have a dream where you're driving a tractor trailer in a parking lot. Wah, wah. This streamer is aura farming. It's actually, I'm girl bossing. Can you fucking get it right? Do this bit, but for a grieving family. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, pretty silent, tough crowd. So yeah, I heard that Johnny here was a big fan and wanted me to do some of my classic crowd work comedy here at the funeral today. And yeah, anybody out here grieving? My son's dead. That sucks. That sucks. Come on, smile. Give me a smile. That sucks. Come on now. That sucks. Your son was a big fan. He was a big fan. That sucks. He was a tier 3 subscriber on my late night comedy Twitch streams. That sucks. Why is he dead like that? Why don't you just get a different son? You can just go to the Sun store. That sucks. Oh, he went there. Oh, he's saying it. Oh, he really went there. Oh, he's saying it. I woke up this morning and my comedy special starts off like, woke up this morning, took a giant shit. Look down. Shit sucks. The new stand-up comedy, uncancelable, canceled, and uncanceled again. Canceled cubed. Anybody else read the Canterbury Tales? People always talk about how like The Baker is one of the better stories, but I'd be like, that sucks. That fucking blows, man. What do you mean, Canterbury Tales? You think I'm gonna turn the page on yet another tale? Fuck you, man. That sucks. Why not pick up a different fucking book, idiot? Chaucer's been dead for like yeah, where's the new Canterbury Tales at, man? Canterbury Tales 2. They should turn that shit into an anime. It'd be fucking epic. Then I can watch that shit and be like, this sucks, man. They can do better than this. Why they gotta make one that sucks so bad? Is crowd control the episode you're talking about? Yeah, they get 3 comedians and they also have a paid audience, and they've contracted interesting people for the audience, and the comedians have to do crowd work. They earn points depending on if they get like a genuine, like if they make a genuine connection with the audience member. About midway point, so essentially they do the warm-up round, they do basic crowd work, and then a bunch of people take off their shirts, and it tells them like they have shirts underneath that say like, ask me about my job, ask me about like my childhood, ask me about like my partner, ask me about my love life. And then the second round, more shirts come off in the audience, and they're red shirts worth double the points, where it's ask me about my accident, ask me about my sex life, ask me about my accident, ask me about my trauma, ask me about my childhood. It's actually wild because there were multiple people in the audience where it's like, what was your childhood like? Oh yeah, I grew up in a doomsday cult, and they spend like 2 minutes, like not even 2 minutes on the person who grew up on a doomsday cult, and I'm just like, buddy, that's a buffet for you. I'm gonna start asking fucking questions. Somebody in front of me was raised in a doomsday cult, and I'm not gonna fucking like pry. Specifically brought there for the reason to pry. I can't get 2 minutes of that. You were raised in a doomsday cult? You know what I'm gonna say? Say it with me. That song. Oh, true. They could have edited it out, right? God, I wish they wouldn't. I just want to find out more. That's one of those like fucking like learning experience things, right? Where you just somebody's talking about their interesting life, and you're like, I am fully like enraptured in this. Tell me more. I'm like, I just want to know more. I will say, I did like the episode. I will say there is like a deluge of like the current thing in stand-up comedy is crowd work and then posting clips on like TikTok. And I'm just imagining like not the good crowd work clips that get around, but I'm just imagining the really dog shit crowd work clips where the comedian is just bombing over and over again, trying to only do crowd work instead of telling interesting stories. Now you know how we feel about you, Brendan? How? I don't get it. You have an interesting story? No, I don't. Buddy, you come to the Midwest and you will find 1 out of 3 kids has like a meth dad. I'm just a kid who has a meth dad and can also talk. You were traumatized by meth dad? That sucks. Oh, you didn't get the Labubu BBL you wanted? Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. That really sucks. That fuck me when I'm a vacuum cleaner. That sucks. Sorry, I don't know what's fucking... That sucks positive versus that sucks negative. That's the awful noise. Sorry, man. I'm the vacuum cleaner from the Teletubbies. Dispensing Tubby Custard to the chat. Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies. What flavor? Pink flavor. What? You're not going to enjoy your pink flavor goop? You don't want your goop? You don't want your goop? I'll eat your goop. You don't want your goop? You can't just fucking say, I don't want any goop today. I made this goop. It's free-range goop. It's goop for you. What do you mean you won't eat your goop today? I spent all day slaving over a hot goop stove, making you a delicious goop dinner. And if you're not even going to take a fucking bite of your big goop dinner, what's even the fucking point? They call me Sloppenheimer on account of the fact that I fucking feed the pigs. Gwyneth Paltrow will be like, you're not going to eat your goop dinner? Your 3-course goop meal? What the hell? No yoni egg? Really? You come into my goop kitchen and you don't buy a single jade egg for your pussy? Next bit. Next bit. It's all fun and games, and the second I talk about yoni eggs, chat's like, get out, 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 get out. Motherfucker, are you Jordan Peele? You directing that movie? The way you be saying, get the fuck out of here. You Jordan Peele? Because I got your ass saying, nope. Not the... Why is it Seinfeld? No. Why has he got like the 80s comedian fit on? No. Brendaniel at the Laugh Factory. What will he say? Hopefully nothing horrible. Brendan, can you bless my Belatro one? Yeah, or you want me to bless your Belatro run? 1 second, wait. that work? I hope that worked. Otherwise, you're fucked. If that made it worse, you're welcome. If it made it work, you're welcome. If it did nothing, you're welcome. May your run only have obelisk within it. May your run, every shop item you find, every joker you find, may it only end up being credit card. Every time, too. To the point where you're like, yeah, I could use this, but I can only use this to buy more credit card. Or do we put chat in a Tupperware container and shake us around really hard if you could? Only if I was cheddar blasting my chat. And I don't know if I want to flavor blast nor cheddar blast you, because guess what, bub? You guys are cheesy enough as it is. You guys are already cheesy. I don't need to shake you around in a Tupperware container. Why not? You got enough cheese. Is it ethical to cheddar blast a chat? I don't know. Is it ethical to cheddar blast a human in general? Like, you know those big those big boxes where like they put people in and they're supposed to grab money, like the wind boxes full of money? Is it ethical to put somebody in there, but it's just like aerosol cheese? Ethical? Debatable? Necessary? Yes. You just won Cheese Force. All right. You answered all these questions quite good, but are you ready for the Cheese NATO? Oh. Hi, everybody. My name is Brendaniel. I'm the milking streamer. Today we have challenges for all these chat members that are all based around, you guessed it, milk. Hands up, how many of you are lactose intolerant? Man, I'm seeing a lot of hands. Ooh, yeah, no, that's, doesn't matter. You signed the waiver. Our first challenge, milk this cow. Now, the cow has been equipped with 40mm cannons on either side. You're going to have to first get to the cow and get through my milk guards. If you can fight off my royal milking soldiers and get to the cow and bring back the bucket of milk without being hurt, then you move on to the next round. Is that like the papal guard? Yeah, I'm the cheese pope. What are they loaded with? Oh, the 40mm cannons? Bullets. It's a gun. What are those wacky cannons loaded with that the cow is armed with? Oh, they're bullets. It's a gun. Brendaniel Squid Game. I brought 50 people to my island to... A YouTuber island. Sounds horrifying. It'd be like the Jared Leto cult island. You know, you could bring up the other one, but I think enough people bring up the other one. I'm thinking about the Jared Leto cult island. The one where Jared Leto for a while just had people come and worship him. Like he was a god. Cows don't have fingers. How could they squeeze the trigger? I'm not gonna lie to you. 40mm mounted machine guns on the cow. They're controlled via the udder. The udder is kind of like the gross and ucky finger of the cow. Yeah, they have udder-sensitive triggers. It's the... Dude, you know what? I say that, now I'm like, imagine a turret section in a video game where you have to, like... Reloading! I can't wait for the barnyard third-person shooter. The udders are kind of the console of the cow. They're the... What if you could create a digital cow? And what if you could drink digital milk? And what if we lived in a digital world where we could drink digital milk from digital cows? We wouldn't need real milk. We wouldn't need real cows. I'm smoking digital menthols. I'm smoking digital Newports. I don't need real Newports. They don't hit the same. I don't need real milk. It doesn't hit the same. I want digital milk. I want digital cows. I want digital Newports. I want to sit on the digital stoop, smoking like 50 digital Newports. I want to talk about digital gossip. Give Truck a Newport. Oh, true, he should. A smoking cat. Huh? What do you mean, a smoking cat? Ridiculous, but what a business opportunity. It's gonna be like a Michigan J. Frog, where I bring Truck out on the stage and put a bunch of cigarettes next to him, he starts smoking them, and then the curtain rises, and he just... Meow. Me, head in my hands, backstage, looking in the mirror in the dressing room. I thought I could have had it all. I thought I had a smoking cat, but he's fucking with me. He only smokes at home, he has stage fright. I could have had it all. I could have had a smoking cat. But instead, I have nothing. I'm a fool. I spent all this money on smoking cat merchandise. I spent all this money on smoking cat albums. I spent all this money on the potential for a smoking cat, and yet my cat refuses to smoke. He will not chuff a dart. Not in front of people he's not comfortable with. Shit. Did anybody else watch Bebo the Smoking Cat? Is that like a real thing or like a gaslight thing? No. Cat had a mustache and a goatee and smokes. I think in media, when you give an animal a cigarette, not like actually making an animal smoke, fucked up, fuck you. But like an animal in like a video game or a movie or a TV show and it's smoking a cigar or a cigarette, I'm entranced, you know? It's the aesthetic rather than like the actuality of the activity. You're a big fan of dogs playing poker, huh? I think dogs playing poker would be improved if one of the dogs pulled a gun out. I'm saying it. Controversial yet brave. I'm saying it. One of the dogs should have had a gun. What if they fed one of the dogs a ton of Red 40? Then he'd be oh dude, dogs playing poker, but one of the dogs is a juggalo. Oh fuck, no. Goth dogs playing goth poker, and one of them has their phone out, and Balatro's on their phone. The hell is goth poker? Poker but goth? I don't know, man. I kept saying Labubu BBL to myself at work today, thanks to you. You're welcome. I enrich and enlighten your life. You learn about so many beautiful things due to me. A mimetic virus? Yes. I mean, job hazard of my job. I may in fact fill you with horrible slime. It will not leave your fucking mind. Not an ounce of pity in that voice? No shame? Nope. Sometimes in the moment, I may regret the seeds that I have sown and the crop that has bore fruit. But for the most part, I'm the farmer. I'm going to plant the crops. It's a Brendaniel farm. Of course there's going to be jokes. Of course there's going to be a mimetic hazard. It's a Brendaniel farm. There's going to be Brendaniels there. What if they just gave you a hose for a level? I would drink out of it. You offer me hose? It's almost summer, dude. It's time. The rejuvenation of drink hose summer. You're telling me somebody offers you the garden hose and you're not gonna drink out of the hose? One, I don't believe you. And two, come on now. Lara Croft comes home. I'm just sucking on the hose. I'm sitting in her chair. I brought her like incredibly expensive office chair, her $3,000 like Herman Miller Aeron chair outside. And I'm sitting there with the hose in my mouth, just fucking like gulping down big sucks of water. She's not even mad about the chair. She's mad about your shit technique. What, drinking out of the hose or my power washing technique? Because my power washing technique is pretty good. I don't know why you think my technique is dog shit. I'm doing excellent here. I'm doing great work. No, Brendan, she lives on a well. You can't drink the hose water. Lead-enriched soil. Have you ever barbecued watermelon? No and ew. The two responses for you. Barbecued watermelon. No and yuck. They say it has the texture of meat. Ew. That's the shit that old people would do during the Great Depression. Like, no. Ew. Yuck. I had watermelon jerky once. It was basically rancid watermelon. I'm not trying to be like, ew, Brussels sprouts core here or anything, but ugh. Hey, you know what? You know what people always say when you say you dislike something that they like? More for you. Motherfuckers, what it's like, I hate Brussels sprouts. They're, oh, well, more for me then. Oh! No. I don't just hate Brussels sprouts. I hope you get less for you, actually. A pox upon them. When you barbecue a portobello mushroom, now that's different. You ever see people take puffball mushrooms and make like steak out of them? That's a whole like subgenre of food. Is getting like a big old puffball mushroom and then making steak out of it. That's whole thangus. I would kill for some grilled tuna right now or swordfish. You know what I want? Savory Laffy Taffy. Oh, dude, Willy Wonka's going crazy. Awesome, man. What are you eating? Rump roast Laffy Taffy. Finally, dude. Beef, turkey, chicken. That's called beef jerky? No, but I want it to be the consistency, the color, the pallor, and the vibe of Laffy Taffy. And I want it in the packaging with jokes. Imagine somebody trauma dumping and then just posting the gif of Danny DeVito crying with a red filter with text that says, this fucking reeks. I don't know why I was thinking about that. You know the Trauma Center game for the Wii? What if we made a trauma dumping game for the Wii? 2 buttons. Go, oh man. Second button. That sucks, dude. Move over the cursor and react. Shake the Wii to ban them from general. Looks like somebody is trauma dumping in general. Shake the Wii to ban them. Do you time them out or do you ban them? Moderating mama. That'd be the worst. Cooking mama game where you have to moderate a Discord. I'm not playing moderating mama. I'm not fucking... That actually sucks. Yeah. Dude, finally, game that's fucking epic. Start your message. Hello. Option 1. Hello. Option 2. Hi. Option 3. Hi there. Option 4.
Hey there, kitten. I saw you from across the room and I started shaking, shivering. I was vibrating with ecstasy. Would you bless a fellow like me with just a whiff of your presence?
Choose your chat.
Hush now, kitten. Mama is serving.
How do we time Brendan out? You can't. Only because for like a good 65% of you, I see a smile on your face. Boil him in oil. I mean, to be fair, you're not wrong. How did you see me? because I know when motherfuckers bring out the repertoire of bad and awful, I know you motherfuckers are smirking. I know that air probably came out of your nose. I know a fair few of you put your head in your hands and went, why do I fucking watch this guy? But I also know that a fair few of you smirked, smiled, or air came out of your nose. Yeah, that's right. I make specifically that type of content that you can't show to your friends, because the second you try to show them a YouTube video or a clip or a Brendan bit, they're going to go, oh, yeah. B-movie guy, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, so anyway, I was at the store today with my mom, and I'm truly disgusted. I knew you would be. Some of you would be. Frowning loudly? Good. Let it, like, flow through you or whatever. Every time someone walks by, you drop the loudest F-bomb. It is a statistical fact. Anytime you try to show your friends a streamer by taking them to the streamer's live stream, it is, for some reason, always when they're doing one of their worst jokes ever, when they're doing nothing but boring, mindless, repetitive tasks, adding nothing or being funny, not being funny at all, or they're just fucking mid-rant, no idea what's going on. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Babe, I'm side monitor content, but one day I'll be main monitor content, so. I'm a side monitor baddie that's working his way up through the ladder, trying to be a main monitor mama. Imagine somebody getting home from a long day at work. Oh, Brendan streaming. I guess I'll go make food and I'll pop in for a bit. Oh, no. What do you mean moderating mama for the Wii? Oh, fuck, man. I'm out of here. The showing thing, not the monitor part? No, I think it's maybe the funniest thing ever that it's 9 times out of 10, there are a couple of constants in this universe. The showing my friends a YouTube video of a guy that I like and them not getting it is like a constant in this universe. Same as like watching that guy that I like with the speakers on, and he's only going to say the most heinous shit the second a parent walks by. It's like watching a movie and your parent walks in on you, and that's the exact moment the sex scene starts playing. I keep Brendan on a third tiny monitor. That's me if I was small. I don't know how to word this. What's the best bad movie you've ever seen? I'm looking for some stuff to watch over the weekend. Love horror. Any genre is welcome. Just watched Flight Risk the other day. Directed by Mel Gibson. It opens with AI. It's got Topher Grace and Mark Wahlberg in it. Genuine dog shit. Does have a bit where at the end Mark Wahlberg gets run over by a fire truck after doing a superhero landing. So yeah, it opens with AI. I've been talking about Flight Risk. I watched it a couple of days ago with James. And it opens with a motel and it's full AI. Funny dog? No, it's funny dog shit. There are a couple of actual dog shit moments in it because a lot of the movie is shot in a plane. And so some of it, like the opening into the first like 10 to 20 minutes, great. The Wahlberg bald reveal, fantastic. Everything in the middle, The end, fantastic. Is it just him telling his 9/11 story? No, Mark Wahlberg's the bad guy. Topher Grace is going the witness protection to testify against a mob boss. And Mark Wahlberg is like the bad guy. He secretly killed the pilot, and he's pretending to be the pilot. They figure it out, and the second they figure it out, they attack him, and then his cap falls off with hair underneath of it, and then he's just fucking full-on bald. Then he looks up and he goes... Also, when the reveal happens, at one point, while Topher Grace is like chained up in the plane, he walks up to Topher Grace, and he's talking about how he's gonna fuck Topher Grace up and torture him, and then he walks up and he goes, "Titty twister," and then he grabs his nipples and twists it and goes, "Ah!" It's really bad. I will be thinking about Mark Wahlberg walking up to Topher Grace and just going, "I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna rip your skin off. I'm gonna take your body and use your body as a toboggan. I'm gonna fucking kill you dead. You're gonna fucking die. Titty twister." Like a Tim and Eric bit. It's actually Flight Risk is a movie where I could see Tim and Eric doing those bits as like a trailer for a fake movie. It sounds like satire. It's not. It's a bad movie played 100% seriously, and that's the best part about it. It's like on a small plane too, so it's just the cast is Mark Wahlberg, FBI lady, and Topher Grace. And it is not supposed to be a comedy. It's supposed to be an action thriller movie, and it is just played completely and utterly straight, and it sucks. The shitty movie called Money Plane. Oh, Kelsey Grammer and Adam Copeland, aka Edge the Wrestler. Yes. You know, Edge actually, Adam Copeland, the wrestler in that movie, only did the movie because Kelsey Grammer was doing the movie, and he has really good stories about him and his mom just like bonding over watching Frasier. And so the only reason he signed on to that movie was because Kelsey Grammer had signed on. And then he went on to be Aries in the Percy Jackson television show, which is also wild, while still wrestling. They butchered the Percy Jackson stuff so bad. I heard it was better than the movies, but also like, I don't know, man. I kind of have a low barrier for that stuff. As if I watch something that like is a production that is based on like a book I read as a kid, as long as it's not Aragon or Artemis Fowl, I'm probably good. Because it can't get worse than that. It can't get worse than Aragon or Artemis Fowl. Like they just can't. It's less fun than the movies. Oh, okay. What was that one what was that one YA novel where Nick Cage is a wizard? Oh fuck, The Apprentice? Was it The Apprentice? The Sorcerer's Apprentice? Listen, man, nothing can be as bad as Aragon or Artemis Fowl or Cirque de Freak. Oh yeah, no, City of Ember book sucked. But all I remember about City of Ember is genuinely light bulb. We need more light bulbs. We are running out of light bulbs. Waiter, more light bulbs. We need more light. I don't remember anything about City of Ember other than light bulbs. We used to have an abundance of light bulbs. Now we need lager bulbs. Stat. Waiter, more lager bulb, please. Oh, waiter. Don't remember anything else about it. And I read the City of Ember books. They do not stick in the mind. At some point, I'm going to read through, I'm probably going to have like a YA phase for a little bit where I go back and read a bunch of stuff that I read as a kid. Aragon, fucking Artemis Fowl, Alchemist, Charlie Bone, Garth Nix, a bunch of Garth Nix stuff is on my to-do list. I've been fact-checking Brendan about movie knowledge, and I'm questioning why he knows these things because I pick up the weirdest stuff, dude. I just pick stuff up. People are always like, how do you have this information? And I'm like, because I read and absorb things. Because I like to learn. I like to learn good things and bad things. I like to gain knowledge. You know, that's also why if I'm wrong about something, I'm like, all right, well, this is a learning opportunity. You got to look at things, especially when you're wrong about shit. You can either like dig your feet in and be a dipshit and be like, no, I'm not wrong. Even if somebody shows you facts to the like contrary, or you can just go, oh shit, I'm wrong. Awesome. I will not be wrong about this again. I've acquired new information. That means I will no longer be wrong. I like to learn. Learning is good, man. You should always strive to learn. That's why I'm a big proponent of read, eat the book, learn more, get out there, you know? The world is full of wonders. You have right now the information superhighway at your fingertips, you know? You can watch two 40-year-old men play with toys for like an hour, or, I don't know, you go out there and experience a little bit of joy and whimsy and learn some shit. Pick up a new hyperfixation. Pick up a hobby. Unfortunately, being wrong is momentarily unpleasant, thus I will seek to avoid that feeling at all costs. I don't really think it's unpleasant, man. I love being wrong. You know why? Because it's an opportunity to learn. That's just, oh shit, hell yeah. I will acquire new knowledge and fix the refinery in my head, and now I know. You have to create you have to cultivate an attitude of being wrong isn't a bad thing. Being wrong is just another way of learning. I love learning, nerd emoji. Exactly. I like learning. What do you mean 2 40-year-old men playing with toys? I'm talking about like YouTube slop factories. It's not anything in particular. I'm just talking about like those YouTube slop factories where it's like they put out a 20-minute video and it's like, hello, today we're looking at the new Bahunko Chunko. That's right, the new Bahunko Chunko is releasing, and it's out, and we're looking at it today. And they don't say anything interesting about the Bahunko Chunko. They pull it out of the package. And it's like, oh man, the Bahunko Chunko, crazy. I learn a lot from Puppet Steve too. I learned watching Puppet Steve is great because it gives you the information you need to not be divorced. It's divorced. Yes, I'm deboring myself with the crazy thing about PowerWash Simulator. Why you want to play such a boring poo-poo stinky game anyway? All you do is clean up dirt. I can do that at home in my backyard. I got a stump that needs to be removed. Can the PowerWash Simulator guy do that for me? Jeesh, what the hell? What do you mean I gotta sit here and clean a bunch of wooden crates? Who wants to do that? I'd rather be smashing crates with Crash Bandicoot or stomping Goombas. How do you handle other people who refuse to admit they're wrong? Like you were talking about a book and they say, I come from the token fandom, I'm not listening to that. How do you handle that? You don't engage. People who dig in their heels, you can't change their mind. That's it. If you're arguing with a friend and you give them information and you know they're wrong, you even prove that they're wrong, it doesn't matter. If they're not going to budge, it's not your fight. Unless you want to have fun with them, unless you want to fight. The only time to fight with people who want to dig in their heels would be like, I'm not wrong, you're wrong, I'm not wrong, you're wrong. Even if you show them all the evidence to the contrary and they don't want to like, they're embarrassed by being wrong and they don't want to admit they're wrong, so they dig their heels in and be stubborn. The literal best thing you can do is just say, that sucks, man. Hit him with a, okay. Or hit him with a, that sucks, man. It depends on how argumentative you want to be. And is it worth it? Is it worth the time and the energy? Do you want to spend time interacting with that person? Because a lot of people are like that. You know, people don't see being wrong as a chance to learn. They see being wrong as a oh, this is an assault upon my person. This is an assault upon my personage. An assault upon my character and my personage. And now I must fight. I must dig in my heels and I must fight. And it's a more common reaction than I would like. But part of that is just due to how the culture be. That's why I like framing. If I'm wrong about something, fuck, dude. Like, I want to take an opportunity to learn. Sometimes I do hate being wrong, you know, because to feel that way is human. You know, you are an adult, but you were once a child, and no matter what you do, at your core, to be churlish and oafish about being wrong is something that people just do. And some people can grow out of it. Some people can be better about it. Some people just need to be like, hey, man, this is evidence to the contrary that you are wrong. If you don't want to accept that, that's fine. We can move on from it, but kind of think you're baby. No, if somebody digs their heels in and you know you're right, you provide them evidence to the contrary and they will not budge, that's just mom stuff, man. Then it's just a fight, and it depends on how much effort you want to put in. Just be like, what are you, a mom? What are you, my mom? What are you, my parent? What are you doing here, man? Why are you acting like you got diapers to change? Huh? Why you... Listen, if you're arguing with a brick wall, all you can do is, how much enjoyment do you want to get out of that fight? And what kind of fight do you want it to be? Up to you. That's human nature. Some people love arguing with brick walls. I do it all the time. But like like I said, it's dependent upon your do you have the time? Do you have the energy? You got the spoons? If you think it's worth it, it's worth it. But otherwise, you got to take care of you. And remember, I don't know, for me at least, anytime I spend doing shit that makes me unhappy, that's time that I could be using to improve myself. And once again, to learn. I love learning so fucking much, dude. I go out of my way to learn extra just so I have more weird shit to bring to chat. Like, I fucking love learning. No, and matter of factly, like, there's always going to be people like that. And it's literally just it's energy vampires. Energy vampires everywhere. How much you want to deal with the energy? You're never going to win against an energy vampire, but you can make them fucking blow up, and it can be funny sometimes. I feel like the point of battling an energy vampire isn't to win and be right. The point of battling an energy vampire is, can you get them to crash out and win the moral victory? Can you annoy them into leaving you alone? Well, the other problem becomes some energy vampires thrive off being argumentative, like kids who go to debate club and go to like they don't actually like win debates by with facts and logic. They win debates by talking faster and over people. Another good tactic is outdumbing them. Just be dumber than they are. Be wrong about so many things that they overload. It's a dance, man. It's weird, but yeah, social interactions can be a bit of a dance sometimes. Dumber and louder, faster. It is wild, but there are an amount of people out of this world where if you are just loud and you talk like you know what you're talking about, they will just listen. I mean, hey, look at me. No, all I do is talk fast, talk loud, use big word, shit my pant. Come into my jorts. I love the idea of them doing Lara Croft levels, and then instead of like, I get the Croft manner, but I love the idea of instead of like going through and doing like some cool Lara Croft, like cleaning a tomb or like helping her with an excavation by cleaning like a hidden idol. It's clean my bike and my obstacle course, please. Someone's got to clean it. I know. Oh, she's a busy archaeologist. I know. Probably don't want to be power washing with a 10,000-year-old tomb. Maybe you don't, but I do. Me, when I see a historical artifact, that I step on it and go, ooh, history, huh? Ooh. Learning about the past, huh? Ooh. What am I, a fucking nerd? Yeah, you know what? We found the oasis. We found the hidden oasis. Fresh and clean water and sustainable forever power somehow through magic crystals. Buddy, I don't fucking care if there is deep enchanted mana sipping and sapping throughout the ground. I don't fucking care. I'm going to pave the enchanted forest. I'm going to put up a parking lot. Listen, buddy. Inherently, betterment for humankind is cool and all, but did you even think of the shareholders? Did you even for 1 second think about what the shareholders were going to say about this? Ridiculous. We have to pave the enchanted forest and drive out the gnomes. All that real estate is right there. We got to get rid of it because we can build stuff there and then people will go to stuff and buy things. Nobody cares about whimsy. We need more Dollar Generals. I don't care if it's a cave with like a wish granting ogre. I don't fucking care. We're putting a Dollar General there. I don't care if the Dragon's Hoard is within there. I don't give a damn about the gold, the diamonds, the gems, and jewels. You know what that is? That's liquidity. I don't need liquidity right now. I'm not worried about liquidity. I'm debt maxing. I'm building it up. I need more Dollar Generals. Listen, Buster, if you want to stay in the Elven City, that's cool and all, but you better get out soon because we're paving the whole thing around and building a Dollar General warehouse here. It's going to create jobs. It's important to the economy. You're not thinking about the shareholders at all with this whimsy shit, are you? No, you're fucking not. Of course you're not. Buddy, I don't care that tree is 3,000 years old and whispers secrets of the universe to you. We're cutting it the fuck down and putting a fucking strip mall here. There's going to be a vape store in the strip mall. It's going to be fucking epic. People don't want ancient knowledge from dryads, ents, and treants. They don't need that shit anymore. We have Google. We have a small rectangle that gives us everything we want. I don't care about that. We have to cut down this ancient tree. We have to destroy it, mulch it, sell the material to other companies. Then we pave the land and we put up a fucking parking lot. Because guess what? You know what people are always going to have? Big, huge, honking cars. You know what they don't need? Magic, wizard shit, crystalline orbs. I don't need that shit. What the fuck do you mean there's a rare artifact in the grotto locked directly underneath this veil? Cool, dude. Whatever. I don't fucking care. Know what I'm going to put here? JCPenney's. JCPenney's. Five Below. JCPenney's. Yellowstone National Park. Buddy, I don't need a fucking geyser. The only geyser I need is a geyser of profit directly into my gaping maw. Think of the bear holders? No. Beauty is in the eye of the shareholder, you dipshit. Concrete and dog shit architecture as far as the eye can see. We want you to be depressed on the outside as you are on the inside. Fuck you. Fuck you. Profit. Profit. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't give a damn about the 7 seals that fucking hold back the apocalypse. You know where they are? Right in front of my new Subway location. I'm sorry. I'm a franchise owner. And a guy like me, I gotta eat. How do you expect me to feed my fucking 12 surly sons if you don't let me pave over this apocalyptic harbinger? Come on, dude. You don't understand. I gotta think of my 12 surly sons and I gotta think of the shareholders. This food budget is crazy. Somebody please help me budget my fucking grocery list. 8 hogs, 300 gallons of milk, 400 pounds of corn, 300 pounds of tomatoes. The problem is I have these 12 surly sons at home, and they just go through it in a week. They're eating me at a house and home. Have you considered Rocket Money? Maybe you're spending too much money on your subscription services. Anybody else fucking get viscerally violent whenever they see Rocket Money ads? Man, are you awash with cash? Man, you must be flush with cash, but you could have more cash. Look at all that. Rocket Money will tell you all the things that you're paying for. I'm like, I'm not paying for fucking anything. I'm broke, you assholes. The only subscriptions I have are Amazon and fucking HBO, and even HBO I'm canceling soon. What about your subscription service? Oh. Did you know what you're paying for? What if you have so much money you don't even know where it's going? Oh. Rocket Money for you. Oh man, thanks to Rocket Money, I figured out that I was paying $1,300 a month for 100 to 200 separate OnlyFans that I had forgotten about. Golly gee willikers, I just didn't know I was coming that much. You know, I thought I was coming like a little bit, but I was coming a lot more than previously thought. I was kind of coming at a ludicrous pace, but thanks to Rocket Money, I will come no longer. Thank you, Rocket Money, for stopping me. Helping me. I can feel the virulent energy within me now. I haven't come in 7 days. I can already see through the lines of code in the world. I can see through the fault lines. I can see the ley lines of magical energy. I've been summoning will-o-wisps outside my home and sicking them upon my neighbors. Every day I grow a little bit stronger. And every day, a portent omen appears in front of my home telling me the clock is ticking. And we'll figure this out. I will look into this. Stink maxing is a lifestyle. Me just blasting my pheromones at the fucking Walgreens the second I walk in to pick up my prescription for my fucking salve. Yeah, I have a topical ointment. And yeah, I don't wash it off. And yeah, it congeals underneath my skin and on top of my skin. And yeah, slowly but surely I'm become more of an ogre than a man. Nurgle's strongest boy. Asmongold, one of those guys where I bet if somebody tickles him, he goes, stop it. Never say that again, please. I love putting horrific images in your head. I'm sorry. Oh, the horrors persist. I'm so sorry. I'm one of the horrors. That was just all bad. Tickling Asmongold might make your hand melt. Dude, I am not afraid of the stench of Asmongold. Asmongold, everything I know about Asmongold just makes me go, yeah, no, he could be like related to me. I could see it. People are always like, oh, lucky you. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. But also I'm just like, yeah, that just sounds like something one of my family members would do. Everything he does, I'm just like, yeah. That sounds like something that somebody related to me would do. Yeah. Can't get worse than the poop room. Like he might have more Cro-Magnon DNA than you. I don't think he has a poop room. Can't get worse than the poop room. Like he has the blood wall. He doesn't have the poop room. One time when I was a kid, my uncle, living at my grandparents', was fighting with my grandpa. He didn't leave the basement for like 3 whole months, except to eat. But he didn't leave the basement to use the bathroom, even though the bathroom was at the top of the stairs of the basement, because he was feuding with my grandpa. And one day I went down there, and aside from the cat piss, the shit, the porno mags left everywhere, there were I want to say like 10 to 15 2-liter bottles of Mountain Dew filled entirely with piss. So understand, I've seen the worst that it can get in my own life. I'm just like, yeah, that tracks. Why didn't he fill it with poop though? Have you tried pooping in a 2-liter bottle? You gotta clean that room with acid. That house my grandparents lived in filled to the brim with like animal feces everywhere, total hoarder house. When my grandpa died, my grandma just let it go condemned. Just 100%, just let it 100% get repossessed by the city and get condemned. Like whoever had to clean that house, it's still there, yeah, but whoever had to clean that house, bless them. That's one of those things where you would see like a house cleaning video on YouTube and you're like, there's no way that somebody would let it get this bad. It is a biohazard. And I love my grandparents, I do. Like I love my grandpa and I love my grandma. She's a little freak and I love her. I just wish the hygiene was a better issue. It's one of those things, man. You can't force people to change though. Some people are going to be that way forever. It sucks. It's whatever. But like, that's where I'm just like, yeah, people bring up that stuff and I'm just like, it could be worse. It's still horrifying, but reminds me I should clean soon. This is why I'm a little messy, but like for the most part, make sure shit is off my desk. I make sure that I double clean my like desk once a week. I do a big computer clean once a month. I do recommend it. If you get the time and you're on a computer, laptop or desktop, good to, every month or every couple months, just clean out the fans. Your electronics will always last a lot longer if you're getting the dust off there. Nah, if anything growing up in a hoarder house didn't like have that much of an effect on me, because I only stayed at my grandparents during the summer. But like my mom growing up with my grandparents, she is neurotic when it comes to cleaning. My mom is everything needs to be clean, and then she'll have way too much clutter, and then something. It's like my mom will be her house will be clean, but she'll start building up clutter, and then once a year, a neuron fires in her head, and she's like, I gotta get rid of this stuff. I gotta get rid of this stuff. I gotta get rid of this stuff. I gotta get rid of it. Like I gotta get rid of this stuff. I gotta get rid of it. I don't know, Brendan. Hoarder grandparents kind of sounds like that sucks, man. It's like, should have been hoarding bitches. You know what I mean? Oh, dude. Ready to do the Elmo voice?
Fetch me their souls!
Yeah? What? Like, I don't... Buddy, I'm a multifaceted and talented individual. Jester, give me your best Bill Clinton. You guys want to play water polo and hang out with me? I'm going down to the Taco Bell. Give me a Crunchwrap Supreme. You know I play saxophone, right? Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right. You know, you seem like a hungry fella. I bet you could put back like 5, maybe even 6 chalupas. But did you ever keep pet fish before? Yes, when I was a baby. Like baby, I had a little pet fish. And then he fucking died. And then my grandparents, because they didn't know how to interact with a human being, they made me flush him down the toilet because they thought that was the normal thing for a child to do. And not just a thing they do on fucking TV shows. Hi, Mom. You're not, am I bugging you at work?
I'm at work, but you're right.
Okay. I'm on stream. I just, I wanted to ask you, did I have a pet fish in Nana and Papa's? And do you remember the name of the fish? I feel like I had a pet fish, right? Like in the trailer?
I don't remember a fish.
You don't remember a fish? I swear I had a fish, like a fish bowl at Nana and Papa's. I swear.
Nana Sean's, you had him when you were a baby.
Yeah, but I remember...
Until you were like 3.
I remember like a fish bowl at Nana and Papa's, though.
Call Nana and ask her.
Is she awake right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give her a call. All right, I love you. Have a good day at work.
All right, what do you think your fish's name was?
I don't know. I don't remember it at all. I just remember there was a fish. I swear I had a goldfish.
I'm pretty sure you had a goldfish, too.
It would have been really young, though. Like, it would have been like...
Yeah, the trailer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call Nana.
Okay, I'll give Nana a call. I love you. I'll let you go.
Love you, bye.
Bye. She might be asleep.
Your call has been forwarded to an...
Yeah, okay. She's asleep. She has a really weird sleep schedule, so... Damn it, I'll never know. I'm like, Nana, it's important. You gotta call me. But she might be doing something, or she's asleep, so... And she might be napping, yeah. She do a lot of sleep. She do a lot of napping. Would you consider owning fish again now that you're a Brenduit? Not really, man. I want to own rats, but Shelby won't let me. My wife say no, and I respect it because she thinks she's grossed out by rats. But dude, can't even remember the name of your fish? That sucks, dude. I remember I had a little pet, not pet, but I had a rabbit toy, like a plush bunny toy that I carried around with me, named Nemo. But I don't remember the name of that fish. I had a betta fish named Bubbles. I swear I had like a goldfish. I remember, you know how like really early childhood memories are where they're disjointed and structured? The problem is my early childhood memories are all over the fucking place. And like my very first memory is the fucking orb memory. So like, you know that shit is all sorts of messed up regardless. It could be I had a fish or I watched a movie when I was a baby. That they had a fish in like a glass bowl and I just adjusted it and like put it in my head. Because my first memory is already a corrupted memory that's not real. Like me evaporating an old person with an orb at the Berenstain Bears Science Center. I know I was at the Berenstain Bears Science Center. I'm pretty sure I didn't evaporate an old person and burn them from reality with an orb, but that's how the memory plays out of my head. That was real. That was real. That one was real. I don't think I did that. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. But that's how the memory plays out of my head. Brendan, you are a Stephen King psychic child? Yes. That's why I know you have, you're thinking of buying Fritos later. Because you really want some Fritos. Oh, you just want fish? I understand. Like, fish are pretty cool. You know, I'm not really, you know, a fish head. When it comes to eating fish or taking care of fish, I don't think I would be a responsible fish owner. Well, I probably would be a responsible fish owner, but I just kind of am like, not my slime. But you know what? If you like fish, then the more for you. But would you raise a fish just to reward Truck for good behavior? No. I would not feed a pet another pet. That's fucked up. That's why I could never own a snake, because I would have all the mice, and I would feel bad every time I fed the snake. But then I'd have to feed the snake, and I'd feel bad if I didn't feed the snake. Making arrows, making ammo, making throwable rocks to throw in front of an enemy so they go, what was that noise? Who's that over there? That's why I never get caught breaking into the Walmart after they close, because the security guards outside, I just carry a big bag of rocks and I throw one. I see their indicator light up and they go, what was that noise? They walk slowly over to the rock and then I just bustle in. First we tomb, then we raid. Tomb raid. If she was president, she'd be Laura Taft. No, she wouldn't. She'd be Laura Croft. Why would her name change to Taft? If she was President Taft, she would be President Taft. And then she wouldn't be Laura Croft. But if Laura Croft was president, she would just be Madam President. She'd be Mrs. Croft. I don't get it, man. It's required. I've seen some art where that could make Laura Croft look like that. Oh, finally. Please generate me picture. Laura Croft stuck in bathtub. Laura Croft stuck in bathtub. Laura Croft in bathtub. Laura Croft Stop, please. I don't want any more inflation art on Blue Sky. But it's the premier home for it. She can't be president. Is she British? Oh, true. We could change the rules or something. I don't know. What state would she govern? Rhode Island. Oh, man. Sure is great being in Quahog. Holy crap. Is that Governor Laura Croft? Hello. Hello, Peter Griffin. How are you today? Would you like to go on a tomb raiding adventure with me? Ah, gee, Governor Laura Croft, I sure would. That'd be awesome for an episode. This is what dudes with the most dog shit ideas who are like, dude, I got an epic idea for a fucking Family Guy bit. Dude, what if Laura Croft from like fucking Tomb Raider, right? What if she's like the governor of Rhode Island and Peter Griffin gets to meet her and then he gets to like raid tombs with her? Dude, got an idea for you, brother. Let me just hit you with it real quick. What if Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope, 12 Angry Men, but 2 of them are ICP? So like juror number, I don't know, 7 and juror number 9, we just replace them fully. Same movie, right? Same movie, but we just put Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J in there. Exact same movie. What do you think? Let me pitch this to you. Dude, let me hit you with something fucking awesome sauce, real quick. You know Halo? But dude, okay, all right. This is gonna blow your fucking mind. What if, like, opening act, Master Chief fucking dies, and then he turns around and he says, "Go, my son. You have to finish the fight." And then, like, dude, it's you and me. We're hanging out. We're his sons. We could be Master Chief's 2 big burly sons in Halo. It'd be fucking awesome, right? Think about it, maybe. Family Guy Overwatch crossover win. Dude, Family Guy crossover Overwatch would be so fucking cool. Thinking about it right now. Joe Winston, Peter Griffin Soldier 76, Meg Tracer, Lois Widowmaker, Meg Zarya, and Brian Griffin. Yeah. I don't know, man. Brian Griffin Reaper skin. What do you think? Yeah, same kind of guy who sends application to dev studios so he can be an ideas guy. Oh no, dude, I got an awesome idea for a zombie game. What if it's like a zombie game, right? Let me hit you with this. The people are the real monsters. Oh my God, give this man $8 million. I've never heard of such a radical idea. What if people were the real monsters? Get this man $18 billion stat. He has a zombie story idea where people are the real monsters. We got to get this guy into the movie studios. We got to get this guy directing. Oh, dude, could you imagine? Like, let me hit you with this real quick, all right? George Romero's Dawn of the Dead, right? What if it's called like Dusk of the Dead and instead of zombies? Brother, it's fucking vampires. Dude, imagine Call of Duty but like Pokemon. Dude, imagine Spec Ops The Line but with like Pokemon. Dude, imagine This World Ends With You but like Pokemon. Let me hit you with this real quick, dude. Disco Elysium is a cool game, right? It's a cool game. That's awesome. But, what if you had Pokemon in there? Be cool, right? Think about it, maybe. What if people were the real monsters and zombies are the real monsters all the time? Dude, I had to figure out that, like, The Walking Dead, right? There are, like, 3 shows that are concurrently, like, still running. Like, I saw an image of Norman Reedus in London, and I was like, what the fuck is happening in The Walking Dead? That Norman Reedus in The Walking Dead, his character is now in fucking London? I don't... He's in France? Okay, he's in Europe. Yeah, he's in France. Why is he in France? Like, what? Huh? How the fuck does he get to Europe? I don't know, man. Big steamboat? Quite literally, yes, a big boat. I mean, I would think a big boat. A big boat only makes sense. I didn't think somebody would actually answer me, but yeah, I would think a big boat. A big boat makes the most sense. I mean, you're not going to do like air travel because ain't nobody know how to fly a plane. All the pilots is zombies now. Actually, it was a teleporter. Half-Life movie with Norman Reedus. Dude, awesome idea. Awesome idea. We love Daryl Dixon, right? And he has like a crossbow. You know who else we love who's silent but so cool? And he has a crossbow? Gordon Freeman, dude. That's so epic. So fucking awesome, man. Just thinking up, you know, some really cool ideas. Like, okay, thinking about writing like a story where like, okay, the good guy, he's also like kind of a bad guy. Yeah. He's not just like the good guy, you know? Like Star Wars, right? He's kind of like the bad guy, too. Kind of like Star Wars. Seeing a lot of The Walking Dead pop up, posting lately. Is it getting some sort of resurgence? Well, Probably not, no. You're seeing a lot of Walking Dead stuff pop up because they got more money, I think, in their advertising budget. So people are getting to exposed to it again, and I'm assuming that people are getting nostalgic about it now because it's been running since, I was in college. Used to be Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Game of Thrones. Because AMC doesn't have anything besides that. True, they are the Walking Dead channel. Throw me to the Minotaur and I'll come back a mother. Now, a Minotaur is half cow, half bull, half person. But what about a Minotaur who has a kid? Are they 1/4 cow? Are the cow traits dominant or recessive? I'm thinking about, I think I posited this question a couple of weeks back. If a Minotaur and a Centaur had 2 children, would one of the children be an entirely normal person and the other child would be like a cow? Ask Belharza, the man-bull emperor, about it. Now, at what point would 2 merfolk have a child that's just a fish? If you're going by merman, sometimes mermaid have the fish tail, merman have the fish head. So if a merman and a mermaid had a child, there's always that 1% chance their kid's just a fish. And imagine your parents having like 50 kids and they're all like mermen or mermaids, and then you are just a fish. And then, 1% chance it's just a guy too. Yeah, I got a brother on land. You're a fish? What do you mean you got a brother on land? Merman mom, merman dad, mermaid mom. My brother Steven, he's an accountant in New York City. And yeah, he cannot swim, he cannot breathe underwater for some reason. He's just a guy. Would the baby not just drown then? I feel like if it was a mermaid and a merman having a child, I feel like it would be just a man, but with gills. Yeah, Shark Boy. Or Splash. True. Both, that's movies. Oh, it's me, Waterman. That's just Aquaman. That's like, I invented a new guy. Brendan, I hate to break this to you, but at the end of the day, you haven't invented a new guy. You've just brought up a guy that is already invented, but in a different way. Oh, shit. Lara, don't you think these belong in a museum, a beautiful British museum? Lara Croft is so British, she keeps her own museum full of stolen artifacts. Lara Croft is more British than British people. That's how British she is. She's so British, she's keeping the artifacts for herself. I mean, honestly, that's why Indiana Jones beats the fuck out of Lara Croft 100% of the time. Because Lara Croft, I mean, especially older Lara Croft, not like reboot Lara Croft, is straight up just like, yeah, this gold orb, that's going in my house. Indiana Jones is like, no, I want to collect these artifacts and catalog them because they're world wonders and I want to share the history with the world. Lara Croft is just like, yeah, cool statue. I'm going to take this bitch home. It's kind of like comparing, like fishing, I guess. Like Indiana Jones is a catch and release kind of guy. And Lara Croft is a, oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to eat this. Oh, please, Lara Croft, you shouldn't eat that. That's going to make you sick. You shouldn't eat it. You're going to get upset tummy. No, I'm going to eat this. I got it. I earned it. I eat it. Oh no, it's poison death fish. You're eating it. Oh no, you're gonna fucking die. And he gave the Ark of the Covenant to the U.S. military. What do you mean? Well, what else was he? What else was he supposed to do? He didn't bring it home and put it like underneath his couch or anything. What do you do with a box full of evil that you open it and it kills you? You put it in the scary corner and forget about it forever. Use it in my rumpus room. Okay, uncle from Blue House. Okay. Sorry, Blueprints, not Blue House. What the fuck? I might have been thinking about burying the big blue house at the back of the dome for some reason. So much doit. Was this? Oh, the Dagger of Xian. Oh, the Lapis Philinophorime. I don't know what that is. I'm looking at these things that might be like real or probably are just Tomb Raider references. And I'm just like, awesome, man. Oh, the Atlantean Scion. Awesome. Oh, Iris. I'm like, I have not played. I've only played the Tomb Raider reboots. I never played any of the older Tomb Raider games. I've only ever played the modern reboots. And even then, I know there's MacGuffins in those. Don't remember what they are. I cannot keep track of every adventurous architect or paleontologist who collects rare artifacts. I don't know. All I know is there will be a MacGuffin. The MacGuffin will either be destroyed or collected and rendered useless, or hidden away for safekeeping. Tomb Raider remasters are pretty good. I might give them a try. I do like parts of Tomb Raider 2013, and then I don't like Rise and Shadow. Did not vibe with either of those, but I did like the parts of the reboot. Fucking stupid, dumbass rebar QTE. Then you get up and you're like walking around injured for a bit. Then you just start fucking moving crazy style after a little while. I think Brendan would rock the mage fit while he streams. Big robe, big hat, big glowing eyes visible. I don't know if I could rock the mage fit. I don't know. I don't know if I'd look better or worse as a wizard. Probably worse. I don't think I could pull it off. Yeah, I need a long beard, I feel. If I don't have like a long beard, I'm just gonna be an acolyte, right? I'm not even a cool wizard. I'm just like like an apprentice. They're all gonna make fun of me at wizard school. No big beard? No spells, do you? Can't even cast a level 3 fire spell, can you? Yeah, okay, bozo. Maybe go back to, I don't know, Wizard Elementary. Go back to your sorting your essential files, you ignoramus. Oh. I just want to make cool potions. Beard too small, dumbass. Try at a different school. Maybe be a warlock, bozo. So clean shaven, they tell you to take a horrible patron instead of like learning about the mystic arts. But then you have a backstory for being an evil wizard.
My beard wasn't long enough. They laughed at me at Mage College.
You ever tried to do arcane whiz in builds and games or anything, but using a big-ass club just feels more natural and fun? I don't really like doing magic shit. I don't know, man. I just don't care about casting spells. I just don't. I'm not about that wizard shit. I'm not about that sorcerer shit, not about that warlock shit. Never have been. I don't think I ever will be. I just want to hit him in the head with a big stick. Like it's... I don't know, man. Magic feels less personal. I feel like in games, combat should be personal. Fighting a dude, beating the dude to death. That's just more, it's just more personal that way. Magic is too impersonal. It separates, it's a separate layer between you and the person you're fighting, or the thing you're fighting. I want to feel the weight of the meat underneath my club. And I'm going to carry that weight. Now, if you can enchant your fists or punch with magic arms, that's different. True. Using conjuration magic to make my fists even stronger is still personal, I think. Using magic to use enlarge on my club so it grows 3 times the size of an average club. Take a look at my boner, and I smashed him to death. Now that's tight shit. We love a big, bulky, enchanted weapon. Need some of that in my life. I like my power washer. I don't mind if cleaning is impersonal, but I think combat should be personal. If you're killing creatures or dudes in video games or in games, I just think it should be more personal. It's just more fun for me that way. I want to see the life leave their eyes. It's too far away. My eyesight is bad. I want to see their life leave their eyes right in front of me. Like, come on. I don't want them to bleed out and then I walk away as they shout at me. No, I want to be right up in there. Cleaning him personally? Oh, dude, whatever. If I had a fucking drone that could fly around my house, I'd press a button and it just cleaned that shit, I would do that. If I could have, like, I don't know, the War Crimes version of a Roomba, I would get that. Like, if I could have the War Crimes version of a roommate, I'd want that. No, Roomba. You've heard of Scud missiles? What about Sud missiles? Like, come on now. I think those are just called drones, not mine's not gonna be a DJI Phantom, buddy. With a whoa on its screen? No. This isn't Voices of the Void. No, we're not... I'm not putting that level of devil on me. But, could be. You never know. Get your Kerfer to fucking clean up after you. All Dr. Kel do is sit there, eat pizza. How would your children react to the Roomba? I have I got it a while ago when I worked at Best Buy, but it's like a basic level Roomba. We use it sometimes, we just honestly, we forget about the son of a bitch. Like, we're just like, I'm just gonna vacuum. Like, it's not one of those Roombas that maps the area. It's a dumb Roomba. And it is an official Roomba, but it's like the base model, so it does like go around, it cleans, but... Did you put googly eyes and a little hat on it? On a Roomba? No. It just sits in the living room, and then sometimes we're like, oh yeah, we have that, and we turn it on. And then it tries to fall down the stairs and kill itself, and we're like, that's why we don't turn the Roomba on.